But so Agamben's idea is that, the last thing that a society such as this one that's lost a lot of its legitimacy, there's no longer a Christian myth, there isn't really a myth that we're all going to materially progress, that's all sort of beginning to crumble, is holding on to life itself as something that society can protect.
Acceptance of it, and perhaps even as you were saying that, I was thinking of how, even our response to the pandemic has been, well, you know what, here, our technology is always going to sweep in and save the day, and that, maybe we're hurtling towards climate crisis and towards, these disasters, but somewhere in the back of people's minds, the operating mythos is that we're going to continue to technologically progress in such a way that we will be saved. And right. That allows us to keep going on with things as they are, because that myth is somehow deeply embedded within the substructure of the psyche, right?
Absolutely, perfect. And then you can see with the mRNA vaccines, it's like a new technology, even though it failed generations of animal tests, it hadn't been used because there was mass suspicion around it. They really pushed it into reality as fast as they could. With the question of but so Agamben's idea is that the last thing that a society such as this one that's lost a lot of its legitimacy, there's no longer a Christian myth, there isn't really a myth that we're all going to materially progress, that's all sort of beginning to crumble, is holding on to life itself as something that society can protect. Can
you elaborate on
individual
that?
Life? Is that what you're saying? Do you mean like individual life?
Yeah. So like the hospitals, the nursing homes and the hospitals that are meant to extend life as long as possible. That there's like, the protection of life and the extension of life is now seen as like the ultimate good. So that means that the doctor, if that's the only thing that's left is legitimation, is the ultimate authority. Right, so Fauci becomes the sort of ultimate figure of authority, because he's the one who's theoretically holding like the power of life and the power of science and progress and so on. And so that's why there's such a conscripted, ideological kind of archetypal energy on, we just have to believe what this guy says because he is, the holder of the last bit of knowledge that we consider sacred in some sense, which is just life itself as having value.